Impalas, and this is our Indy.
Hi everybody, welcome to this episode of Doing Indy. I'm Seth, and you know Indianapolis is known as a great sports town, but there may be some things that you don't know about that happen in town, like this great match going on behind us. Wait. Before we can get into any of this, we got to tell you how we came to learn about the Indy Impalas Rugby Team. This guy right here, Evan Roberts, sent us an email saying that you have to get out and check out the Indy Impalas. Now, most of you guys probably don't know that the Indy Impalas are a rugby team right here in Indianapolis, and you guys are very similar to the Naptown Roller Girls in the sense that you guys have regular jobs and you do all this for fun, really, right?
Absolutely. Most of the guys here have a regular 9-to-5 job. There's guys that are teachers, firefighters, cops, art teachers. I myself am a student at IUPUI studying web design. There's a guy working as an engineer with Rolls-Royce. We have a guy working at Eli Lilly. So basically, no matter what, there's going to be a different type of person, different types of jobs with Indy Impalas with rugby.
Now, do you find that most people really know and understand the game of rugby?
No, there's so much terminology that gets thrown around in, say, a football game. Like, I was watching the Colts game the other day, and there's a fumble on the ground. Everybody's just running, trying to steal it, ripping stuff, and they were calling it a scrum. A scrum's actually a lot more difficult. It takes a lot more technique than people really understand. There's people linking up together to try to push and gain possession of the ball.
Well, you sound like you know a little bit about rugby.
Yeah,
I think it's time for Evan's rugby lessons.
Evan explains rugby.
Rugby's a lot like American football, where the game starts with a kickoff. After that, a lot of stuff's different. In football, after the tackle is done, play is over. In rugby, after the tackle, play continues. There's people that are fighting for the ball, rucking over, trying to gain possession of the ball. There's usually 15 players on the field. They're divided into forwards and backs. The forwards are usually your big, strong guys. In the scrums, the lineouts. The backs, they're more the fast-paced guys, kicking the ball, receiving the ball, scoring the long tries. Tries worth 5 points, and the conversion after is worth 2 points for a total of 7 points. Very similar to American football, except if you touch the ball down in the middle of the goal, you have to back up from that spot out to kick your extra point. If you touch it down, stay on the sideline, you have to move it back on that straight line and kick from an angle, which makes it a lot more difficult.
Evan explains rugby.
Well, there you have it. Evan's explanation of rugby. Now, Evan, I know that you've got some practice going on here. The big match is this weekend, and we should probably let you get back to your practice here. But thanks for taking the time out. We're looking forward to seeing what you guys do on Saturday.
Oh yeah, we're gonna kick the crap out of Pittsburgh.
Well, good. That's what I like to hear. That's rugby talk.
Yeah.
You got to be tough to play rugby.
Absolutely.
You can't be like Zach. Zach's like a little weenie. If Zach tried to play rugby, you know what they would do to him? They'd just be like, all you hear is just snap, 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 femur. Hey everybody, this right here, this is Carson Mauser. He is the coach of the Indy Impalas. Now you've been playing rugby now, you said something like 17 years, right?
Yeah, 17 years.
So how did you get involved with this, and what's the appeal here in Indy?
Well, I started playing when I went to Purdue. I was playing soccer up there, and I met a couple of friends who were playing rugby, and they said I should come out and try it. And you know, I'd been playing soccer growing up, and I thought I'd try something different. Went out and never looked back.
So what's the big appeal between soccer and rugby? Is it the physical aspect of it, do you think?
Yes, definitely. That's the big reason, the draw to it is it's just more of a challenge, and it's kind of like, you know, it's a team sport, but when you're running with that ball and you've got it in hand and you've come across a defender, it's you against him, and it's so much more of a challenge physically and emotionally, actually, you know, just with all the stuff that's going on out there.
And I understand the aspects of the physical side and the emotional side, but rugby has really grown in the U.S. in the recent years too, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. It's definitely grown. Indianapolis is home to one of the largest high school rugby programs in the nation. Indiana is even big. Up north, Penn's got one of the top schools. There's schools all over Indianapolis, Hamilton County, Carmel, Fishers, all these
North Central.
places. North Central. Right.
Yeah.
Pike has a big team. All of them are very competitive sides. They get 40, 50 kids out there during the season. So, and there's a lot of support from the families as well.
And so how can people get involved if they want to learn to play here?
We've got multiple sides. It's not just one team. Just contact myself at cmouser, C-M-O-U-S-E-R.
See, we'll have a little thing up here that just says that too.
Oh, you will?
Yeah, cmouser at, what's the rest?
cmouser2.
We got to fill in the rest.
Yahoo.com.
At yahoo.com.
Or IndianapolisRugbyClub.com.
Indianapolis Rugby Club. I know you got to get back. It's really starting to rain bad, but you guys play rugby regardless of the weather.
That's right. This is our favorite kind of weather right now.
Well, then get out there. Get out there.
Like
I'm going to find some shelter.
One, two, three, Indy!
Okay, so Evan, you guys demolished Pittsburgh in the home opener. How was it today?
It was great. Smashed them pretty good. I think it was 50-60 nothing. Pretty awesome.
That doesn't suck.
What do you mean?
No, that score doesn't suck.
Yeah, that's a pretty good score.
Yeah, that's a pretty good score. How did the team play? Did you guys are you happy with how everything went today?
Things could have gone better. There's a few drop balls, some bad play, but we're going to work on it. Get things flowing a little bit better for our next game versus Iota next weekend.
You know what else needs to happen? You had some really good fans turn out today, but I think we need to get more people out here to really support the Indy Impalas because you guys are doing a great thing out here.
Oh yeah, it's fantastic, lots of fun. Admission's free, so just come out and have a good time.
Yep, all the information will be up on the screen at the end of the show. You guys got to check out the Indy Impalas. They're just like the Naptown Roller Girls, where they're just regular people doing their thing, coming out every day. I mean, how can you not like rugby? I mean, people are getting the snot kicked out of them.
Kicked, punched, bite, bitten.
Lots of scoring. It's great. You know what? You guys got to get out and check out the Indy Impalas and see all this for yourself. So for Doing Indy, I'm your host, Seth Hancock. And remember, in Indianapolis, it's always so easy to do so much. You
just have to get out there and do something.
I helped him out. Okay, so this is Maddie right here. Maddie, you're from England and you're living here in Indianapolis. You're playing rugby. What's rugby really like here in Indy?
It's a sport of 15 guys basically running around, hitting each other hard, playing each other, knocking each other out. Kind of like football but different, kind of like soccer but different. It's all about one thing, and you know how it is.
You guys, seriously, is anybody getting this at all?
No.
Okay.